You weren't a nice Jewish girl.
Why do you always come back to that?
I have a limited repertoire. I'm not as smart as you. I didn't score double 800s on my college boards.
When we took those tests, they didn't advertise the scores.
Oh, I'm sure your school called your mother just to be sure, right? What? So I'm right?
It was no big deal.
Of course it was a big deal. I'm sure the valedictorian was nowhere as smart as you were.
Sonia Kirchenblatt went to Bryn Mawr, married an astronomy professor, lives in Princeton, works for educational testing.
Fuzzy brown hair, wore poodle skirts, started going to Greenwich Village bookstores when she was 16.
You know her?
Her family had a cabana at the Brighton Beach Baths. I was a cabana boy. I stooped her the year before she went to Bryn Mawr.
So Sonia Kirchenblatt went to Bryn Mawr, not a virgin?
It was no big deal.
Are you kidding? 30 years ago, it was a very big deal.
Look, I'm just glad I didn't get her pregnant. Otherwise, today I'd be an astronomy professor at Princeton. Look, Sadie, I like talking to you. I just wish you would stop playing with that candle and maybe take your shoulders off of your ears, you know? You think they could get any higher? Almost touching the ceiling.
Merv, would you like to stoop me like you did Sonia Kirchenblatt that hot and lusty summer's night back in Brighton Beach Bath?
Actually, it was in Columbia, at my dorm room at John Jay Hall.
They didn't allow females in the Columbia dorms then.
Sonia was a woman of ingenuity. She didn't get to be valedictorian by being an athlete.
But she wasn't very smart either. She just worked very hard. Merv, if you're thinking, I know who this woman is sitting beside me. I grew up with her, with women like her. But somewhere along the line, she decided to run away. She moved to England, dyed her hair, named her daughter Tess, and sent her to Westminster. She assimilated beyond her wildest dreams. And now, she's lonely and wants to come home. You're being too obvious. I'm lonely, but I don't want to come home.
What about connect, Sadie?
Connect?
With another person.
How many support groups did you join after Rosalind died? Sorry, that was cruel.
No, it was just in surprisingly bad taste. Well, there were two. And then last year, I went on a outward bound to find myself on a cliff on Prince Edward Island.
And what did you find out about yourself?
Well, that I couldn't write poetry, and that I couldn't solve the Mideast with the Merv Kant peace plan, and that I wasn't a particularly original thinker, and that more than anything, I wanted to fall in love again.
To have someone take care of you.
Look, my wife's name wasn't Rosalind, and she wasn't a saint. She drank a little, she was depressed a little, she thought maybe she could have been a contender if it wasn't for me. She put me through school, she brought up the kids, and finally she was able to take art classes at the museum. 4 years before she died. Look, Sarah, I've done having someone take care of me.
I'm sorry. I'm the one being too obvious.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I still believe there can be happiness in life. Brief, but a moment or two.
Who's to say what's happy?
Are you?
It's not bad. I'm looking forward to Tessie going off to school and selling this house for a cozy flat.
And sex?
I miss sex.
Huh.
I always liked sex.
What about Lord Gefilter?
You heard Tessie. His taste runs to younger women.
I think you are gorgeous.
My sister is gorgeous.
No, no, you are. Sarah Rosensweig.
No one's called me that in 20 years. Merv, I could never love you. And I'm old enough and kind enough now not to let you love me. But, Merv, for just one night, I could be Sonia Kirchenblatt at the Brighton Beach Baths and you, a sophomore at Columbia.
You think I have the stamina of a Columbia sophomore?
I certainly hope so. Let's go.
Oh, wait. I just have one request.
What?
Sing something for me.
Merv, I can't.
Listen, I'll sing with you. I'm a wonderful singer. Huh? I was Mrs. Stenkai Shek at the Columbia Varsity Show, 1955.
So I heard.
Listen, you don't have to do anything fancy. I would just very much like to hear you sing.
Merv, I have every Sinatra song ever recorded. How about we let Frank sing?
But he was never Cliff.
Please, Merv, go pick a Sinatra song and let's go upstairs.